Here she is, right in the corner. That wonderful, beautiful smelling, magical plant we know as lavender. And I noticed that she started blooming in first week of June. So I did some research and read that the time that it goes in bloom is from June to August. So I thought it would be a perfect herb to feature for this month, the month of July. Loves the sun. It's basking in the sun right now. Lavender is a magical herb. It's used a lot in magic for love spells and protection, especially in combination with rosemary. And I remember reading once in one of Scott Cunningham's books that when someone's feeling depressed, just by looking at this plant, it helps lift the spirits. Gorgeous. We love you. So before I go ahead and tell you all the facts about lavender, I wanted to invite you to try making your own lavender tea. Really simple. What I've got here, actually, originally I made some green tea and chamomile tea, and then I've just dropped in some lavender flowers in here and let it sit, and it tastes really delicious. So delicious, because lavender is edible. So probably lavender is the most popular essential oil, and this is perhaps because of its really pleasant scent and the fact that it's really versatile. It's versatile because it has a very complex chemical composition, and overall it's very healing and normalizing for the body. There are over 100 different varieties of lavender. Here I've got, in our garden, I've got two types to show you here. You can see that these flowers are really short and stubby, and actually they're more dark purple. And then we've also got these longer, more thin variety of flowers. As you can see, there is a difference between the two, just even visually, and also the way they smell. This one is much stronger in the scent. Now, I'm not sure what the actual Latin names for these are, but there are different types of essential oils as well, of course. I've got a few different kinds here. The true lavender, or Lavandula vera, is also called Lavandula augustifolia. And I've got one here. It's wild lavender. And this one is the most common one. It has a very soft scent with a touch of kind of lemony tinge to it. Very beautiful. It reminds me of these long ones here, these very soft ones that we've got in the garden. And I've also got lavandin. Now, lavandin is, it's spelled Lavadin. This is a hybrid of lavender. So its Latin name is Lavandula hybrida. This one I find particularly useful for massage blends. And then I also have another one called spike lavender, Lavandula spica. This one I really like. It's a bit it's kind of like a mix between lavender and rosemary. It's a bit, it's got a bit more punch to it. So it doesn't matter which kind of lavender you use, they all pretty much have similar qualities, and overall, like I said, they're all healing and normalizing and balancing. Lavender is, if I wanted to make a video about it, it wouldn't be possible to go over all its healing therapeutic qualities. I mean, there are books dedicated only to lavender. So You could, I could say a lot. I could say a whole hour. I could sit here and talk about all the uses of lavender. So I'll just tell you the very general uses and the most common ones that we see that we see lavender used for. Lavender is tremendously healing for the skin, in particular for wounds and cuts, any kind of skin injuries, but especially useful for burns because of its antiseptic and analgesic qualities. Now, just a little bit of a background. René Maurice Gattefossé, who was the French aromatherapist who coined the term aromatherapy, he discovered the benefits of lavender for burns when one day he accidentally burned himself in his laboratory, and then he just happened to have some lavender oil right next to his hand, and he quickly dipped his hand into it, and then he discovered that it actually was speeding the healing process of his wound. And then he did some more research into it, and that's how he actually coined the word aromatherapy, which is healing with essential oils. That's what aromatherapy means, healing with scent. And after that, another French doctor, Dr. Jean Balnet, he used lavender on his patients with serious burns when he was a war surgeon. One of the reasons why lavender has this quality is because it is very skin regenerative. It's very powerful, and it promotes the growth of healthy new cells. It's one of the 3 essential oils, in fact, that does this the most. The other 2 being tea tree oil and neroli, which I talked about in another one of my videos. So because of this, it's used widely extensively in skincare. It's also very gentle and soothing, so it's really great for sensitive skin, and most people don't show any allergies to it. It is a mosquito repellent, and I thought of that right now because there's mosquitoes around here. I'm trying to shoo them so they don't attack me. It's a mosquito repellent, so when you put lavender on, it's a repellent, but also if you get bitten, it's an insecticidal, so it helps to heal the skin in general. And for any cuts or any injuries, it helps prevent skin scarring as well. Its widest use is perhaps in massage therapy for muscle pain. And when used in combination with rosemary and sweet marjoram oil, it's very nice. It really becomes even more therapeutic. There is a word that we use in aromatherapy called synergistic, and the true meaning of the word synergy is really, really demonstrated by lavender oil, because lavender is not only, when you blend it with other oils, not only does its own healing properties become stronger and more powerful, but it also makes the other oils that it's combined with it makes their healing properties also enhanced as well. So if you wanted to use it as a massage oil for tired, sore muscles, or even for back pain and things like that, I recommend mixing just a few drops with 15 milliliter or 25 milliliter of almond oil. Almond oil is really great for using as a carrier oil. If you want more information on carrier oils, I also have a video on that. And so yes, that's another thing is with lavender, it's very gentle for babies as well. And I've read that it's even good for nursing mothers or pregnant mothers, although you really should double check with an aromatherapist or even with a doctor if you are pregnant. And you always want to make sure that the oil you're using is top quality, is therapeutic quality. So cheap oils are great just for as perfume, but if you want to use their therapeutic quality, you must check that it is authentic therapeutic oils. So another really great properties of lavender is that it's anti-inflammatory and it's immune boosting. So if you have a cold, it's really good because it can help you recover faster, and it's really good for coughs as well. So just a little tiny bit on the throat for coughs, it would be great. Also, it's one of the few oils that can be used neat on the skin. So it's one of the few oils that doesn't need to be blended. In fact, I would say it's the only oil that doesn't have to be blended with a carrier oil, because even the two other oils that are the mildest, which are chamomile and rose, I find too strong to use alone. But for some reason, lavender is just very, very gentle all over. It's great also for steam inhalation. If you're sick or if you have just a cold, stuffy nose, you can blend that with rosemary. Rosemary is also really great for that. I love to make a perfume blend using lavender and a little bit of rose, even just 1 drop of rose, because rose can be very strong, and 1 drop of lemon, just a touch of lemon. That makes such a beautiful, relaxing, and soothing oil. And it's great just before bed. If I want to just have a special night and treat myself, take a bath, I usually use my lavender, lemon, rose oil for that purpose. So that's just some of the basic stuff, basic uses of lavender for healing. You can also make a pillow sachet, a little sachet of lavender, and put it under your pillow before you go to bed. It's very good for sleep. It has a very calming effect on the nervous system. And also another thing, when I was talking about muscle pain, it's just really great for pain in general, like arthritis pain or sciatic pain, because it not only gets the pain more calm, but also it works on the central nervous system to calm down, to kind of trigger the pain receptors to not be triggering as much. So it'll calm your perception of pain as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next videos. Take care. Bye.